everybody, welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2. My name is Extel and today we are outside Keflavik Airport. I've just woken up from a nice sleep in the hotel and we're going to be driving around the ProMods 1.9 map in Iceland today. This is part of it. As you can see, planes keep on flying over the sky. We've been in troops a bit all night, but it's not a huge problem ever. But it's just going across the surface. But anyway, you can see them fly above and we are in ProMods 1.9. So this video is going to contain several parts. I'm going to show you what's in the map, there's been a lot included, and I'm going to show you how to install it. And lastly, I'm going to take a drive. This could be a two-part video depending on how much I get from this part. So anyway, without further ado, let's go and show you what. Okay, this is the map I've added in ProMods 1.9. So I'm going in Keflavik Airport near Reykjavik, which is the capital city of Iceland. This is where all the main motorways are and things. And there's also a quarry down here, down now, perhaps I think it is. And the snow level kind of goes from here, about just below Borgans, to round about there. So it kind of goes in a bit of a diagonal line across. So yeah, I've just driven up there recently, and that's why my truck is so damaged. It really is quite a rural landscape. And so what else have they added? They've also added the Faroe Islands over here. So you've got Torshavn and Klaksvik, and also some quarries and little industries everywhere. I don't really know why all these are off-centered. It's probably something to do with the mod I've got installed, but it's not. I don't like it that much, but it's not drastically so. If you look at the UK, it's just a bit down there. Further down, because you'll get an idea of where everything is. And they've also added Bayonne and Pau down here, and all below Bordeaux. All this is new. This is in France, and I've done that. They've also added Bologna to Italy, and here it is. It's actually quite an interesting road layout there. All that is. But they've also added down here Lubjan, Maribor, and them in Slovakia or something. Yeah, Slovakia. So they've added some Slovakian cities, which look quite interesting as well. That's another addition. And they've also, if I can find it, yes, they've added Basel in Switzerland to the Swiss collection of cities. So that is another Swiss city. They've also completely redone this area here. So you've got all this area. There's a couple of new cities. I think Oberhausen's new, but they're completely redone, and Bad Oeynhausen. They've all completely redone the road network in here. Yet to look at that, unfortunately. And once again, it's compatible with Russia mod. But the last thing I'm going to show you is here, which is Estonia. So I've added a few cities to Estonia over there. But that's all there really is. But it is a lot. It's a massive release, and I hope, and it's been worth a long wait. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to go and show you how to install this wonderful mod over here. So, okay, hey guys, welcome to the installation guide of this video, and what you need to do that, you need to go onto the ProMods.net website. So, just type in ProMods.net there, and when you get to this bit, you need to make an account with them. It's not that hard, just click on an account there. Then you need to click on download here, and then it runs you through steps. So you need to choose a language. You can choose any of these, but I'm going to choose English because I'm English. And then what you need to do, you need to generate a def file. So, if I do that, generate a def file, you can choose your interior sound, damage level, and colours to make. Then click generate, and it'll install it to your bottom part. Or your download. Then you need to do is click extract to, and extract it to your Euro Truck Simulator 2 mods area, which is located here. For this instance, I'm going to do that as well. And then what it says, process all files from a volume of a current. Then it says you need to go and have ProMods Part 2, and you keep on clicking OK and installing them until it's all done. Then it should extract it all to there. Then you need to make sure you've got all these files for ProMods Def version 1.9.0 for this or whatever it is. And then ProMods Map 1, and the same for that one, XX is the version number. And then you need to go to profile, make sure they're all enabled. But anyway, that's the installation guide, and back to the game. Right, okay, hopefully you draw that installation guide. Now I'm just going to drive to Reykjavik. I'm probably going to do most of this off camera, because just to say, it's quite a boring vibe, but I'll just start. Actually, I guess I'll start. Hopefully no one comes that way, because I'm not track out or anything. This door is quite hard to tell. But anyway, I'm going to bring up the route guidance, because I like it. It's cool to have. And, yeah, so this is basically the route to Reykjavik. Over here, and yeah, so we've got 53 kilometers to go. It's actually quite a long way away, but it's quite a quick route. Well, it's not really, it's 50 kilometers per hour away, but it's quite strange that we see why it is 50 kilometers per hour. It says 90 there, you see. Just to think it's actually just a glitch on the screen. It's meant to be 90 kilometers per hour. get to Reykjavik, I will prepare the truck. But anyway, I'm going to go up to quite a high speed just because I can't be bothered waiting. I did have a heavy traffic mod installed, but I have removed that just because it's kind of too busy. Because on these now, I don't mind going on big on dual carriageways, but on narrow roads, just a beady can overtake. But sometimes it's very annoying when you've got people trundling along and you want to go a bit faster because you do end up waiting a long time. But anyway, we're now at the main bit of Keflavik Airport, which is right here, and that's where cargoes can be picked up. There's also a sand builders thing somewhere. Hopefully you don't pull in on me, please don't. But anyway, yeah, so it's quite a lot actually happening. Why do it always think whenever it says 90 goes to 50? I don't know. But anyway, as you can see, the lovely sun's waking up. Lovely outstanding sun's ready to go. I've not got enough fuel. Is there a refueling point anywhere near here? Good, there is, because otherwise I'm going to be in a bit of a pickle. I've forgotten how little fuel I have. I've got some. Okay, we've run out. Basically, we've run out of fuel. Okay, get to overtake these lorries because they're going really slowly for some reason. I know it says that's the speed limit there, but it's not actually. I'm going to pull in here. I don't really want to be overtaking over obstruction. Now you go into 9th gear because I want to get as much acceleration as possible. Actually, I'm not allowed to overtake you. I'm being mental about it. I'm like a mad driver. Probably because I've seen how. Is that no fuel? That looks like there's no fuel. This is ridiculous. I don't know how much fuel I've got, but because it's saying visit service, that's all the information it wanted to give me. Okay, we now want to. What's the fuel running out? Okay, we're now on to the main road here. So this is where we go to dual carriageway, and most of the rest of it. Sorry, that was really bad grammar. Most of the rest of it. What? That's rubbish. Anyway, here we are finally here. That was traumatising. And now you're why do you have to put it there? You want to. There's someone who actually desperately needs fuel. Okay, it's not that expensive here, so just fuel up a bit. Because that was close. Anyway, we're going to see how much we actually have here. I don't know what less much I'll have to see. But anyway. That's it's going up. I'm going to see if we can get the full litres. And yep, now back up to full. I'm going to see what that email was. It says your account is overdrawn, overdraft settled. Good. But anyway, we're here. I'm going to continue on my way to Reykjavik. So, yeah, let's continue on our way because that was a real disaster, wasn't it? And there will be quite a few cuts in this video because it's quite a long drive, and I want to get to fit in little part possible. And don't want to spend too long overdoing it. And yeah, I just want to start at what I sometimes do, which is cutting things out. Anyway, yeah, this is actually the first proper drive done on Ultra Simulator 2. It hasn't been for a Christmas special, hasn't been a tutorial, or hasn't been on multiplayer. Okay, first just normal Euro truck drive in ProMods. Actually, amazing. I barely do a series, but I will try and do a few bits. I will try and do a little bit more now because it is quite a nice game. It makes a change of things, but we'll be most regular one. Because next week I think we're going to do City Skylines again. But anyway, we're getting to the main bit. Apologies for the lag, it's a bit laggy here just because there's a lot to load and content of quite high quality. It's fine when you're out of city, it's just not very good when you're in cities. And just it runs about 20-30 FPS, which is nothing to really notice. That's like it was in quite a busy place when I tested that. I've not really tested it out here. When it was quite crisp, but it is a bit laggy actually. But anyway, sorry. Whoa, what was that? That was the worst thing I've ever heard in my life. What? Sorry, what was that? Let's go. It's only reversing. Okay, we're going to be able to get out. Left of a job I'm doing because I've got a feeling I've actually probably missed it. 1 hour 36. This is just I can just about make it. Yeah, I've got to go back in the game and teleport. Okay, right, quick quickly repair. I really need that. Because it's not the last day. That's a lot of money. That's all my loan I just recently took out because of debt out of the thing. I'm not doing all the management of this at the moment. Right. Hold us. Don't do it. Right. Back to normal. And we need to get to our location. Where was our location actually? Where was our location? Where are we meant to be going? Where are we picking it up from? Oh, I do have a delivery job. I've got one on my GPS. It's gone off my GPS. No, it's at the GPS destination. We'll pick it up eventually when we get around this corner. Pretty fun. Ah! No, I hate this sometimes, this game. I know it's not my fault, it's just really hard to get my visibility. Okay, it's that way. Come on, you gotta go. Not got long. So 4 minutes, that's promising. That means we can actually get there on time. This is really tight and I want this delivery. But anyway, we get to have a nice view of Reykjavik, if you'd be optimistic. But yeah, anyway. Come on, just get a bit more quicker than you. Okay, there's just a truck here and I kinda got stuck in its way and nearly bumped into it, so yeah. Just going by you. Are you moving? Yeah, you're moving, okay. Move that way. Right, come on, that way. I need to go and get what a job I need to get. Oh, bugs in the way. Bugs like that, oh well. Truck, and you know what I'm like, especially as a driver, and you know how aggressive I am. I must take no nonsense of things. I don't like people bumping into me, don't I? Anyway, let's carry on down. Whoa. There he is down here. Whoa. This is laggy for some reason, which means it's really hard for me to drive. I don't know why it's laggy. It probably gives us loads to load in. Anyway, to 12 gear, we can go really quickly down here. This is a motorway bit. There's not many motorways here, nice. There's one near Ukiwai, but that's more of a dual carriageway. The main one's near Reykjavik, which I've just been down most of. It's really quite a bland setting of place. Not much actually happening here. But anyway, we're going to the tramway or LKW. That's a question. I don't like tramways, so we don't want to get out of LKW is slightly nicer. I hope it's an LKW. No, it's a tramway. We'll see where red line goes. Oh well. But I guess they always like doing the big. What annoys me is that we always like doing the massive big ones. We don't even have. Oh, they've changed it. We've not got the stupid entrance system. That's much better. You can actually get in and out of it here. That's good. Because I don't really see why they always do a massive one. They don't have a smaller set possible. It's just like the game's just laughing at you all the time. So yeah, anyway, you can go to Lassie Birmingham, but I'm going to go to Torshavn today using a tank, which I can just about take. And I'm probably going to be late with it, but hopefully it won't. So round to the corner here. Yeah, £20,000 for this if I'm correct with it. Okay, anyway, what we need to do, we need to go. Whoa, we need to slide into reverse. It's ridiculous here. And we need to steer. If you want to know where we're going to drive, we are going to be driving from Reykjavik down to Vik to Hoffen, and this might be snowy, and then to Veyodeford and to Seyodeford, I think pronounced it completely wrong, and to Torshavn. There you go. There's two different ferries in Torshavn, but we're going there, we're going down to FCP. So that's the route we're going to be taking on today's journey. There will be quite a few cuts because I am actually quite a long way into this video, and I'm probably about 15-20 minutes into it already. And it might be the end of the first part, it might not. I don't know. I might do it as a 2 parts, I might do it as a single part. Hopefully single part if I can get it all into a nice 20-25 minute episode, because I want to get some more, because I want to have it quite jam-packed and well edited and professional. But anyway. What's he doing? There's a vehicle over here. So, Renault! Well, okay, that's a Renault. I hate Renaults. Oh, save anyway. Okay. Apologies about this. Gonna have to go back a little bit and reconnect the job because I'm not taking it. But yeah, that wasn't the best thing I've ever done in my life. Just kept blundered out my phones. Mind you, I did always fun. Anyway, stop. Sorry, that sounded a bit like always wait for the times, but it's good. I might do a review. So now we need to go to gear 4, and off we go from Vectorvic all the way to our destination, which is miles away. I will show you what that was in the last part before we had the incident. That sounds a bit menacing now. Before we had the incident, we went over there before the incident happened. Incidents and accidents, interesting words. Bit of a difference between members and not bother to explain. Alright, if you go to let me out. But as you can see, it's really nice scenery here. There's a red over, I don't care about continue. As long as you don't crash into me. But you will be coming worse off. Let's get here. Thank you, good truck. I just chose Volvo. I quite like Scanias. I think I prefer Scanias. I just chose a Volvo because it's got more power and I like power. There we go. Some sequential gear shift up. So I hate shift thing. But you can see it flick up too. Just have to press it 2 times to get to the right gears. Or I could just do now into 11. Well, I think while I tend to do start with 4, use 6, 8, 10, 11, and 12 because when you get above 10 it kind of goes to maybe go quite a long speed range. Oh, we're not going to go up there, are we? No, we're just going straight on. So where are we in comparison to everything else? So we're just kind of coming out of here at the edge, and we're going to be turning right in a minute to go down the south coastline, which is where all the grassy bit of Iceland is, the less snowy part of it. There's probably snows on the top of hills and things, but it's not that snowy here. The snow starts kind of on the east to northwest side of it. This is kind of more eastern. Down 4% damage. Oh dear. I'm not doing very well here. I think I just overestimate how long it takes me to stop. Anyway, Vic and Selfos. So go on, let's carry on. We got 90 kilometers per hour speed limit, but you know, let me go 80 kilometers per speed limit. Let's go truck zone in wherever we are. What's down here? This is what we're taking. Ideas at the back of their light. I'm going to put the screen back on because it's nice to have, and also I'm going to put this wind mirror back on. I just took it off from the start. Going to get you nice to see what's going on behind me on that side. So I'm going to keep comparison because otherwise I just feel a bit. Because otherwise I kind of feel like I've not got the best view out I'm doing ever. Because I would turn it off if I had track IR. It's just like I can't see out the wind mirror. Anyway, let's continue on. I'm into such a low gear here. It says 50, but I don't really think that's particularly accurate. I'm going to just say 90 back there, but everyone's going 50, but although as you know, everyone's going more like 70. I don't know, it's all random. I'll probably slow down if I see speed cameras of Ambo just to make sure that I'm going to go speed of us. Will we overtake? No, because there's something happening here. Like some strange junction. And now I've actually had to overtake because I was going too quickly, and now I'm about to go to the range road. Yay! That was good, wasn't it? Yeah, it was perfect driving. Okay, there's a train here turning off to the Forbidden Road, that's what I'm going to call it. Don't know where this goes, but it's quite strange to have a single carriageway junction. But I don't know where it goes. It probably goes to places. It probably is a junction which goes into more of the central Iceland. Only because the coast of it and a bit into near Reykjavik. But I don't know, they might add us to the centre at a later date. It might just be a first release or whatever this is all they're going to do. I'm not sure. I'd quite hope they would actually release more, but if not, I'm more than happy with this because it's still a lot of the island. But as I said, it would be really nice if you could just have the whole thing in Truck Simulator 2. Then you could drive around the whole of Iceland. And also, I'm actually quite happy now they've added the whole of Britain. So basically, Britain's covered now. There's a couple of other things you could add on, such as, I don't know, but that's not really much. But you can make it a bit more detailed, and there's always a temptation of just making a, because I know they did it. This was Romanian mapper who did a module for Romania and was actually no, that wasn't Romania, that was Hungary, but did it to the actual size. Whether someone wants to just fill that for UK or make it more like instead of whatever scale they do, 1 to 3 cities, or 1 to 10 in normal time, whether they just do it something like a 1 to 2 scale in cities, 1 to 4 on main roads, so you can add more cities in, such as other ones, because I've not actually seen Leeds, York, or Nottingham, or Birmingham. Actually, we have got Birmingham, haven't we? Or Stoke-on-Trent, things. And also also Wales is quite bland. I've not got much of Wales or Northern Ireland, and we were working about 1 point. But I think apparently SES software were working on something up there, so they had to halt it just to not get in the way. And this is a really annoying junction. Like Holyhead, you've not got Conwy or Carnarvon or Chester, and not really Wales, but you're not got any of those areas in the north, or even more central. You've not got going into Pembrokeshire, and you've not got Brecon Beacons area. It kind of just stops at, where's the name? It stops at Swansea. Then it's down here. Can you actually go down? Right. Okay, time to have a bit of an investigation. Right. Let's go and see what's down here. I'm always inquisitive. This might be a new block of map because it doesn't look like it's blocked off. I don't know if I forgot to block it off. I know ProMods sometimes do. See, no, it's not. Taylor's not doing it. I don't think it's. Well, I'll be able to see if it stops. No, it kind of. Oh, it loops round. That's cool. So basically, it's a loop road. Shame it's not on my map though. There's a car park there. Okay. Anyway, well, I like how I do that though. But anyway, we're going to go back to where my lobby is. Need to pick up the cargo from it. No one joins it because there's a massive queue line now. Go back to it. Oh, this is really ridiculous. Getting around roundabout. I don't know why I'm really mad about doing that video. But yeah, there's quite a few things I'd like to see from this things, and Wales, especially now, and Ireland. But if I go to a bigger module, I could add so much. I could add basically almost every single city in the UK, and so we could work on it. If I ever find out to mapping, I might do something about myself. But there's other places I want to see. Apparently, we're working on Ukraine. Sorry about this really loud noise. There's a lot of things going on around here. I think there's a lot of stuff to cover though, it's a problem. But there's so much more I'd like to see on the quiz, but it takes time, and I respect that. And I'm sure they'll get back to it eventually, because ProMods, it started off as just being Scandinavia, but I think they got such good feedback, they just decided to branch out. Okay, good. This roundabout is to bring this road down. There we go, suddenly shot off. Whoa, that was ridiculous. You can see when it suddenly leapt free, because suddenly. Oh, it's 20%. What? 20% damage? Why? Where's all my money gone from this journey now? It's pathetic. It's a really badly designed roundabout. And let's hope nothing else happens to it. I'll still be able to squeeze something in profit. Because I really need it. After this, I'm probably not going to drive around this. It's so hard to drive around. I want to go to some motorways where I can actually get jobs done without flashing. Turn right here. Hello. Oh, it's happened again! I hate these junctions. Too narrow. This is every floor. Why is it so hard? I hate this place. This is rubbish. going to be able to go now. Right, okay. And then we just disappear. Right, finally back in business. That probably cost me about £8,000.